So one of the questions that often comes up is, what information do I have to provide to HMRC, or what information are they entitled to? The first point to note is that HMRC often ask for information and specify a time that it needs to be provided in, for example 30 days. That may be onerous depending on the information that's requested. It should be noted that that 30-day rule is the minimum required by legislation. If it's not reasonable, the taxpayer or his advisor has every right to go and request a longer period that would be reasonable from the HMRC officer. One of the things to remember when you're under inquiry is that your penalties can be mitigated through cooperation, so there is certainly a desire to cooperate and provide information to HMRC. However, it's important to realise that the information you're providing could lead HMRC to identifying a tax liability, and if they identify a tax liability rather than you, then that means the penalties could be higher. It is much better for you to be proactive and identify any tax irregularities and bring it to HMRC's attention early on, or to cooperate with them through that process, thereby mitigating your penalty situation. When under inquiry, you should also consider that different inspectors, different officers have different tactics to obtain information. Some will be exceptionally assertive in their approach. They may at the outset request blank mandates to be signed, or that all bank accounts are provided to them and all business records are provided to them at the opening meeting, and they take them away. Certain things to remember. My view is that information shouldn't be provided that freely. Instead, it should be provided to an advisor who would review that information and provide the relevant information to HMRC in order to work to a conclusion to the inquiry. Blank mandates should never be signed. Instead, the specific request should be obtained from the officer as to what information he wants, and also the reason why he wants that information to support the entries in the tax return. When considering what information is requested by an officer of HMRC, it's more important to work through the reason why the officer is requesting that information. For example, if an officer is requesting business information when he's inquiring into an individual, that means he probably has an interest in whether the business has tax irregularities or not. If, for example, an inspector is asking for the personal bank statements of a director when there's an inquiry into a company, then it's likely that the officer feels there's been tax irregularities or profits extracted from the company in relation to the director's personal tax return, in which case formalities should be adhered to and inquiries opened appropriately on each. More importantly, if that flags a warning to the taxpayer or to the client of an advisor, then that person should consider their overall tax affairs, as the inquiry may escalate a lot more.